Imagine this, you are alone, deep in the woods, surrounded by towering trees and the sounds of nature. The forest is dense and the path ahead is uncertain. Your backpack is empty and your food supplies have run out. Days have passed without a single bite to eat. Could you survive? What would you do to stay alive? It's a question that has haunted humans for ages. Throughout history, our ancestors faced similar challenges. They foraged for wild edibles, hunted, and relied on their instincts to survive. We need food to live. It gives us energy, sustains our bodies, and fuels our minds. But in the wild, finding food can be a daunting task. But what happens when it's gone? When the last morsel has been consumed and there's nothing left to eat? The human body begins to adapt, but the mind starts to struggle. The human body is strong, resilient, and capable of enduring extreme conditions. It can survive without food for a surprisingly long time, but the journey is far from easy. It can survive without food for a surprisingly long time, but it's not easy. The experience tests you. The changing weather, the need for shelter, and the constant search for sustenance push you to your limits. It pushes you to your limits, physically and mentally. The hunger gnaws at you, but the will to survive keeps you going. Meditation and mental fortitude become your allies in this battle. This is the story of surviving 10 days in the wild without food. A journey of resilience, determination, and the unyielding human spirit. Can you endure the challenge and emerge victorious? The woods are silent. The air is crisp. I take a deep breath. It's day one. I have no food. A wave of fear washes over me. But there's excitement too. A challenge awaits. The initial hours are strange. My stomach rumbles, but I'm not really hungry. Not yet. I focus on the task at hand. Finding shelter, building a fire. The woods are alive with sounds. Birds chirping, leaves rustling. I feel a strange connection. I am part of this wilderness now. Day 3. The hunger arrives. It's a gnawing feeling, a constant companion. My body starts to change. I feel weaker. My movements are slower. I know my body is using stored energy. Fat is being burned. It's a survival mechanism, but it takes a toll. I feel cold. My body is trying to conserve heat. I drink water from a clear stream. It helps, but the hunger remains. It's a reminder. My body needs fuel. The lack of food affects my mind. I start to hallucinate. It's a strange and unsettling experience. My senses deceive me, and I can't trust what I see or hear. The wilderness around me becomes a canvas for my mind's wildest imaginations. I see things that aren't there. Shadows morph into figures, and the rustling leaves whisper secrets. The line between reality and illusion blurs, making every step a challenge. A feast laid out on a mossy rock. Plates of food that vanish when I reach out. It's a cruel trick of the mind, teasing me with what I crave the most. A juicy steak sizzling over a fire. The smell, the sound, it's also real. But when I try to grab it, my hand passes through thin air. The disappointment is crushing. My dreams are vivid, filled with images of food. In my sleep, I feast on banquets only to wake up to the harsh reality of my hunger. The dreams are a temporary escape, but they make waking up even harder. I wake up feeling more tired, more defeated. The mental and physical exhaustion is overwhelming. Each day feels like a battle against my own mind. The mental struggle is real. It's not just about finding food or shelter. It's about keeping my sanity intact. The isolation and deprivation play tricks on my mind, making me question my own reality. It's a battle against hunger, against despair. Every step feels heavier, every decision more critical. But I can't afford to give up. I have to push through the mental fog and keep moving forward. But I have to stay strong. I remind myself of my purpose, of why I'm here. This journey is a test of my limits, a challenge to my endurance and willpower. I have to keep going. Each step is a victory. Each moment of perseverance a testament to my strength. The wilderness is unforgiving, but I am determined to survive. I remind myself why I'm doing this. To test my limits, to prove to myself that I can endure, that I can survive even in the harshest conditions. This journey is more than just a physical challenge. It's a mental and emotional one as well. To prove to myself that I can survive. Each day, each moment I grow stronger. The hallucinations and dreams are just obstacles, and I'm determined to overcome them. This is my journey, my test, and I will emerge victorious. Section 5. Finding food in the wild berries, insects, and more. Survival means adaptation. I need to find food. The forest offers a surprising bounty. I learned to identify edible plants, berries, roots, wild mushrooms. Insects are a good source of protein. I force myself to eat them. It's not easy, but survival overrides disgust. I learned to appreciate the taste of the wild. Each bite of food is a victory, a sign that I'm not giving up. I'm fighting for my life. Section 6. Conserving energy, moving slowly, resting often. Energy is precious. I need to conserve it. Every movement counts. I move slowly, deliberately. I rest often. Sleep is essential. I find a rhythm, a balance between searching for food and conserving energy. It's a delicate dance, one that could mean the difference between life and death. I am learning to listen to my body, to understand its signals. It's a new kind of awareness, a heightened sense of self. Section 7. Stories of survival, learning from the past. Throughout history, humans have faced starvation. I think of their stories, their struggles, their resilience. They give me hope. I remember the Donner Party, their tragic tale of survival in the Sierra Nevada mountains. They faced unimaginable hardship. Their story is a reminder of the fragility of life, but it's also a testament to the human spirit, the will to survive. It's a powerful force, one that lies within us all. Section 8. The dangers of starvation, pushing the limits. Starvation is a dangerous game. It can cause irreversible damage, organ failure, death. I know the risks. I'm pushing my body to its limits, but I'm also careful. I monitor my condition. I listen to my body's warning signs. I know when to stop, when to seek help. This experience is not about recklessness. It's about understanding the limits of human endurance. It's about respecting the power of nature. Section 9, coming out stronger. A new appreciation for life. The 10th day arrives. I made it. The journey has been long and arduous, filled with moments of doubt and despair. But as the sun rises on this final day, I feel a sense of accomplishment that words can hardly describe. I survived 10 days in the wild, without food. Each day was a test of my endurance and willpower. The forest, with its dense foliage and hidden dangers, became both my adversary and my teacher. Every step I took was a reminder of my vulnerability, yet also of my resilience. It was the toughest challenge I've ever faced. The nights were the hardest, with the cold seeping into my bones and the sounds of the wild keeping me on edge. But with each dawn, I found a renewed strength to push forward, to keep moving, to survive. I'm weak, but I'm alive. The simple act of drinking water from a stream felt like a luxury, a gift from nature. Every drop was a reminder of the preciousness of life, of the delicate balance that sustains us. I have a newfound appreciation for food, for water, for the sustenance that we often take for granted. The smallest morsel of food felt like a feast, and I savored every bite, knowing the effort it took to obtain it. For the simple things we take for granted, the beauty of a sunset, the texture of tree bark, the sound of leaves rustling in the wind. These are the moments that I now cherish, the moments that remind me of the beauty and wonder of the natural world. I'm grateful for this experience. It has changed me. I am stronger, more resilient, more connected to nature. This journey has taught me the value of perseverance, the importance of staying grounded, and the power of the human spirit. I have stared death in the face. I have confronted my deepest fears and emerged on the other side with a renewed sense of purpose. The wilderness has a way of stripping away the superficial, revealing the core of who we are, and I've emerged victorious. This experience has been a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a reminder that we are capable of overcoming even the most daunting challenges. As I stand here, I'm filled with a profound sense of gratitude and a new appreciation for life.